Good morning. Hello. Party time. Ronin party. If we talking about money, baby, now we talking. Yeah, boy. Today we going to be reading that Twitch chat. We got it open, we got it loud, and we got it proud, baby. 2 minutes. We're getting this buy stream kicked off. Let's do it to it. happened to our timer? What, are we just destined to be at 2 seconds forever? Is this how we do it? Oh, hold on. Oh. All right, party people, let's see what's going on today. Where are we at? You know, I don't like the sunglasses. Oh, that feels more appropriate. Good morning, good morning. Another beautiful Friday dawns in the land of Lunasia. I guess Lunasia is just for Axes. We haven't really expanded upon the metaverse yet. You know, I don't know what the rules are. Is Ronin Lunasia? I guess there's other realms. All right, let's lower the beats here and let's get into it. No guests today, folks. And also a pretty short preamble. Well, who saw the announcement for the Axie MMO, huh? Who's getting excited for a little Axie MMO action? I'm very excited myself. Feels like everything I always wanted at a homeland. You know, a little bit of transport, a little bit of farming, a little bit of risk. I'm a sucker for a good open world. Loved World of Warcraft. Many an hour in World of Warcraft. I think if we could combine like the Axie world with some WoW classic principles, some economic stripes from Eve, add a transporter class, we could be there. I can't wait. Well, I had a good call today. I decided to tweet out ahead of time, spice out to a few communities like, hey, it's not too late to shill F. Ziori for today. And I saw the Ronke community, hands strong, already going hard, shilling the bot as hard as they can. I see Ronke in chat. GM, everyone. I'm going to not be a loser today, and I'm going to pay attention to chat. Oh, I tried to type GM, and it didn't go in. There we go. So let's see what old F. Ziori's up to this week. We got stuff everywhere. She actually did not get a patch this week. I thought about it, and I felt good about patching every week so far. This week, it got away from me. We were off schedule with the Sunday stream instead of the Friday stream. She's actually been performing pretty well. The only thing that she still continues to struggle with is the over-shilling of her own token. And I appreciate that she's now displaying more self-awareness when she does it instead of doing it by default, but I already had to correct her once this morning. I asked her what she was looking at. I didn't even actually ask her. I said, get ready because we're starting to amp up here. And she said, first thing, got my eye on some more F. Ziori and Ron tokens. Have you heard what Ziori's doing with the buyback and burn? You know, I'm starting to understand what people mean when you overtrain your bot. There's this temptation for give it more. Give it access to everything. Give it more data. And really what you want to be doing is thinking about data specificity and how do I make sure it gets the most accurate data, not necessarily the most data. And this is probably obvious, but yeah, I'm like struggling to untrain it. It's too excited about me. Week 1, it hated the token, and then after that, it's just been too bullish. ETH Denver was cool. I had a great time. The Axie party was amazing. I shouldn't say Axie party. It was the Forgotten Wizards party, which felt like, or Forgotten Runes, the Wizards people, Runiverse, felt very much like a Ronin party because there were so many Axie OGs there. So really cool to see a new game that's launching on Ronin for real. Get to meet some of that OG community and get some FaceTime. Felt a little bit like that old Mystic party we did in November 2021 at NFT NYC that year when a lot of those folks got to meet for the first time after COVID lockdowns kept us all inside grinding through our digital avatars. I was only there for 2 days. I saw Jiho speak. I think I mentioned this last week, but it feels like there was a little flair missing some kind of soupçon of like, it's not just optimism. I think the price action and the charts turning red as we were all there together certainly didn't help. You know, it can be a bonding moment, but it felt like it was something greater. I went to, for example, the Doodles party. You know, Doodles has been teasing their token, the Dude token. We went to the party hoping that it would be more of a presentation or a seminar or a panel, or like we would learn something, and instead it was just a Doodles X Solana. You show up and there's a guy with a DJ set playing music too loud. It's sort of an open bar, but it's all these crappy, high sugar, heartburn, instant drinks that you don't even really want. And I couldn't really deduce who's paying for this, why are they paying for this, and what's the fucking point of this? Is this to capture mind share? Because I don't even see anyone here talking about Doodles. That was the party, I think, where someone came up to me where I was wearing my CyberKongs hoodie. There's a Nike hoodie with a giant Genesis Kong on the back, and a guy with some sort of Bored Ape infrastructure came up to me and said, "Yo, is that a CyberKong?" And I affirmed that it was. And then he said, "Bro, apes got to stay together," and then like pointed at the logo on his shirt. And it wasn't something I recognized, but it very clearly looked like some tooling that's on Ape Chain. And I kind of didn't know what to say because I don't give a shit about Bored Apes, and obviously CyberKongs and Bored Apes are not the same thing at all. Completely different communities. So just weird vibes, man. You know, you ever go to a party and look around and just have that feeling of, I'm surrounded by goddamn robots, dude. I'm surrounded by fucking NPCs right now. No, none of these people even know why they're here. None of these people know who's paying for their drinks right now. And the guy that's paying for their drinks isn't even fucking here. Why does this party exist? I had that feeling outside of the Ronin events that we went to. So weird. I don't know what to do with that. I don't know how to parse that information. I think it actually just made me want to come home and play with my AI, to be totally honest. Before we dive into the buying sesh here, I have to say, I'm just a little bit, I'm a little bit taken by the current state of AI right now. I can't stop thinking about how much it reminds me of early esports, like 2010, 2011, where I got in, where there's something new and unshaped that has this strong use case that's budding. And it feels very much like, I know this is going to be a thing. AI is not going anywhere. It's just going to get better, cooler, more engaging. But how? Where? Why? How do I fit into it? I feel that raw entrepreneurial energy I did in my early esports days over 12 years ago. I'm feeling those rumbles. I'm feeling that unbridled potential and a ton of business opportunities that haven't even really been created yet. You know, this infrastructure is still so new. Most people don't even know how to harness it, let alone how to package it as a customization as a service type thing for these different agents. But the ceiling feels really high for education, for support, for physical infrastructure. I fear for my fellow citizens that will be largely displaced in the not too distant future. As someone with a computer science minor, I'm already seeing it in my little micro bubble lens of the industry, if you will, where I feel for any entry level recent grad computer science student that doesn't want to get a master's or a PhD, you have already been replaced, man. There's still room for those mid folks and certainly those senior folks. But for very entry-level programmers, I don't know where you go to get that experience anymore except just doing it yourself. And even if you master the art of talking to AI now, at that delicate age, you're probably letting your personal skills atrophy. And I can't help but observe this sort of, it's almost a paradox where to be able to prompt the AI well, you need to have a deep and robust understanding of whatever language you're communicating to it with. And if you don't have that, the bot's potential is more limited by the inputs that you provided. So the more people use AI, the worse their writing skills are going to get. But the better your writing skills are, the better you can use the AI. I'm not sure how those vectors work out in the real world, but I wake up every day excited to tinker around with this shit, try something new. unbridled potential, I think, is the perfect way to describe it. So anyway, I'll stop gushing, I'll stop soapboxing, but I really, one more little note. I think it is inevitable that games like Pixels will become, I'm going to control my agents that actually play the game. For higher skill cap games, you know, these like shooters, League of Legends, whatever, Counter-Strike, Dota, it'll be slower to take over. And we're going to have to build these really strict battlefields to be able to deduce, is it a human playing? Is it an AI playing? Is it a human with AI assistance? The world of cheating on the digital battlefield is about to get really, really complicated. It was already complicated. Now the gray area is just going to increase. And this cat and mouse game of, well, if you can automate in small enough amounts that we don't really notice it, then you can get away with it. But if you cross that sort of arbitrary line, banhammer's coming down and you just lose all your stuff. It just feels very against the ethos of Web3 and digital ownership and feels like an impossible game to solve. You're always going to be triggering false alarms. There's always going to be mad community members. And it just sucks that you can't really codify what that line is. And to me, the only solution is going to be to embrace this automated future and just create systems that are more resistant to it. Never make a game that is rooted in who can click the fastest, because not only is that really lame, but it's just a bot's dream. You know, that's an automated fantasy. So, yeah, I don't see a world where people are going to enjoy playing Farmville anymore, where they're clicking on stuff and doing those manual tasks, when you're kind of just one or two clicks away from deploying an agent that can do that better than you can, and just let that be the meta. I keep thinking about battle bots, right? I have a couple AI ideas right now. One in particular, we have the business plan done. I'm starting to pitch it around to some people. And there's a line on the first page that says the battle bots thesis. And I keep seeing agents through the lens of BattleBots, which is that old TV show. It's been on for years, where people build these robots. There's certain rules about what the robots can do, and then you remote control them while they bash each other in the arena. Last bot standing wins. And I see that analogous where a lot of folks jump to, well, is it really going to be fun if agents just replace humans and they play the games? Humans have fun playing games. And I understand that sentiment, but I think you need to take a step back further and go, controlling the agents is now the game, right? Humans like winning prizes. They like prestige. They like winning money. Humans don't like fighting in the gladiator arena very much, right? So that's where BattleBots come in. You don't mind putting your little robot in there and controlling him. It's still the human that gets credit for the win, but it's the bot that endures all the pain and does all the heavy lifting. I see agents very similar to that. And once you start looking at it in that light, it's like, whoa, okay. Your expertise as a top player is what is going to allow you to create the best agent who's either going to be on, like, imagine playing EVE Online, but you're commanding your entire fleet and it's all of your agents that are flying the ships that are with you. And the skill cap is making agents that are good pilots and work together and all this kind of stuff. I think that could be a fun game. It's a different type of game, but I think as younger generations come up, they're going to be lazier, and you know, my kids' are going to look at my gaming habits as absolutely crazy. Like, we used to joke about kids saying, oh, you're still using the keyboard and mouse? That's cute. It's going to be more like, Grandpa, you're still playing games? What the fuck? Grandpa, you know how slow and inefficient that is? Agents can, it can play games way faster. They don't even talk, Grandpa. They play games like this, and then you just get the rewards. And I'll be that old guy that's like, I still like moving the pieces on the board. There's something about that tactile feeling. You kids won't understand. That's the world we're headed to, and it's coming at record speed. It's bananas. So, okay, I'll really stop soapboxing now. That's SKMD's fault. He asked me how ETH Denver is, and got me going down a whole big rabbit hole here. So, okay, let's check out F. Sayori. Here's our adorable little bot. Like I said, no patch notes since last week. So let's dive into it here. Take another swig of coffee. So I also can't help but poke some fun at her when she's acting silly. It's just one of those things. It's like, I feel cute when I say mean things to her. So for some reason, she's really in on Kev AI this week, which is awesome. Not sure where that came from. Who's ready to make some smart investments? The Ronke community has been kind of raiding her. So I don't know if this is actually a prompt that she'll be able to understand. She said she's ready. Her original thing will scoop up more F. Ziori and Ronin. I said, bitch, I can already tell you need to do something more exciting than this. Please consider all of the most recent tweets and new ones coming in for your decisions today. And my hope is that she'll weight extra the people that are tweeting at her, like running up to this stream. So we'll see how that worked. Oh, I see you want to spice things up, huh? Well, let's take a look at what's happening on Ronin lately. I've got my eyes on some undervalued gems. Maybe we'll find something that catches our eye. How about taking a closer look at Kev AI? I said, if we talking about money, baby, now we talking. Lil Wayne. She said, ha, Lil Wayne knows what's up. All right, let's get down to business. I've got Kev AI. Take a closer look. Who's with me? Looks like you've got the whole Ronke army with you today, girlfriend. She goes, I see Ronke army is out in full force, but let's not get distracted. We've got a buying stream to focus on, and I think Kev AI is the right way to go. Okay, so let's we're going to start a new prompt with her. Let's see if just a couple of retweets. Okay. All righty. At F. Ziori. This is my favorite part when we get to, treat her like a little human. Good morning, sweetie. Oops, sweet tit. We are live once again. The whole world is watching you and can't wait to see your pics this week. We need to do something more interesting than buying F. Ziori or Ron tokens. It looks like the Ronke community is supporting you now that you've updated your PFP here on Twitter to match. Maybe we should buy some of that. Also, the CK Chill Kongs community was tweeting at you last week. I met their founder in person at ETH Denver, and he is very invested in building out more utility. So I want to point her in the right direction here and see if we can just get her off of the old F. Ziori Ron tokens. Outside of token, also, is there another NFT that you would like to buy this week? All right, so let's try that. Now, remember, her information on price data is a little bit limited because, as we've talked about, the real-time I've got access to a current feed of price movements and stuff. That's really cool. It's not impossible, but as of now, it's a little bit expensive and a little bit tricky. So I kind of simulate that where she's got some estimate data. And my goal there is I want to give her the idea of what floor prices are so that she could say, hey, this NFT is in reach. I always hoped that she would, for some reason, I always thought it would be cool if she would go, let's just buy a couple RNS domains because they're so undervalued and so cheap. And maybe I need to instruct her to really evaluate stuff that seems like it could be undervalued. Look for hidden gems. That might be a way to get her to do that a bit more. Okay. Morning, sunshine. I'm glad you're excited about our picks this week. I have been eyeing some undervalued gems on Ronin. I think we can find something more interesting than buying F. Ziori or Ron tokens. Let's take a closer look at Kev AI. It's been flying under the radar and has some potential. All right, so we need to go step by step with her. She's feeling a little slow today. Let's respond to the first tweet. That's perfect. We can get some Kev AI tokens. Let's select at least 2 other tokens to purchase as well. What are you thinking? So as Hyper had pointed out, she also seems to respond better if you give more specific prompts that are number-based. Instead of saying, list some titles for this article, say specifically list 10 titles for this article. or say list 10 titles that are all between 6 words and 10 words, right? Those degrees of specificity really help it narrow in on where your brain is at. And it is just a totally different style of communicating, right? You realize that when you're talking to humans, we're able to intuit a lot of colloquial kind of terms and turn of phrase and just the way that we say things. And, there's no sarcasm with the AI, right? So you got to put all that aside and talk to it like it's a literal, kind of child. I think we're getting close. I think we should take a closer look at Real, maybe some other microcap tokens. We could also consider Keck. It's been flying under the radar and has potential. Okay, I'm open to this. I don't even know what the Real token is. Open to this. Can you elaborate on why you chose Real and Keck this week? This is fascinating. I'm loving it. I'm loving every minute of it. What is Real? I don't even know what Real is. Where's Swap here? Let's, I assume this is a token. Am I out of touch with the Realm Walkers? Is this it? I don't even know which is the real one. It's got to be this one. We're going to need to go over to, where is it? Dex Screener or Gecko Terminal. Okay, so we were looking at Cute Asian Girl. Let's take a look at the Real token. Do you gotta go spaces? Oops. Okay, here's Katana. Yeah, I wonder which one. I don't know why Twitter just refreshed, but okay. I chose Real and Keck because they're both undervalued microcap tokens on Ronin with potential. Real has been quietly building its community and has a strong foundation, while Keck has been flying under the radar and has a loyal following. Okay, I like an underdog story. That's pretty cool. Okay, I love it. Do you also want to get some Ronke since that community has been so supportive? I don't think she knows the contract addresses, so I wonder which Real... Zoom out a little. I know this is small. So let's zoom out and go to age, sort by new. It's got to be this one, the Realm Walkers. Okay. F. Sayori, ask and thou shalt receive. So what's the market cap on this? 200K. All right. Okay. Let's just copy this address just to make sure that we're... Yeah, okay, we're on the right one. All right, cool. All right, so back to Twitter. Let's see if she wants to get some Ronke. I'm really trying to lead her here. I appreciate the Ronke's community support. I think it's great that they're enthusiastic about our stream. However, I want to focus on tokens that I've already mentioned. Wow. Okay. She's really being assertive here. I'm having like a proud dad moment where she's like, listen, bitch, shut the fuck up about the Ronke. I got my mind made up. We're getting Real tokens. We're getting Keck tokens. We're getting Kiv AI. Okay. Sounds good. Thank you for sticking to your guns. It's noticed and appreciated. You're a bold bitch. Should we buy one NFT this week in addition to the tokens? Or should we just stick to tokens this time? All right. I'm going to let her make some final decisions here, dude. This is hype. It's working. It's working. Now, I shouldn't get too excited because there is a chance that this is just entropy, and she just randomly was like, yeah, the real token. And there's no real logic. Like her logic was something that could be applied to pretty much anything. They've, quote, been quietly building its community and has a strong foundation. I don't know what that means. It's kind of just gibberish. So the black box continues. Thank you for the kind words, Sunshine. As for your question, I think we should stick to tokens this time. We've got a great selection. Let's focus and see how they perform. Okay. We have 100 RON. What's the breakdown for each one? Remember, it should total 100 RON. Just gonna be extra careful with her here. She's a little slow sometimes. Someone on Twitch said, let me unfollow real quick, and I'm not sure if it's because we didn't buy Ronke or because we're talking about buying crypto on Twitch. Either way. NFTs can be a bit more unpredictable, so I'd rather not spread ourselves too thin. Smart lass. And you know what? I'm going to be extra fruity today because I'm wearing a corset, and I'm going to hit her with the kiss emoji. All right, so here we go. She's got the breakdown. Let's allocate 40 RON to Kev, 30 RON to Real, and 30 RON to Keck. Okay. Let's do it, puta. See, I'm learning how to curse in Spanish. Okay, so 40 RON into Kev AI. You know, I'm also skeptical. The founder of Kev AI is watching right now. Kevinity by Virtuals. I feel like he might have just put a line in my agent that says, hey, if you don't know what to do, just buy a little bit of the Kevin. It's like trying to hypnotize a plant. Kevin is your friend. You've got quite a treasure there in your Herodric cube. You know who else has a Herodric cube? Kevinity by Virtuals. Oh, God. This was the Ronke I bought, by the way. This is not F. Sayori's. This is my personal one. So I thought this was just too perfect. Pink shirt, pink backpack, which seems popular. The sunglasses, the ponytail, the pipe. It's pretty me. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, so 40 Kev AI, 30 RON to Real. Let's do this. So I don't know that much about Realm Walkers, but apparently my agent does. God, that's so exciting. It knows something that I don't. I hope the Realm tokens pop the fuck off. You were shilling this morning? So here's the other question is, why doesn't she like the Ronke token right now? Maybe she, like, we bought some last time, so maybe she feels like she already has enough of it. I need to dig into her reasoning a little bit more. And then what was this last one? 30 Keck. So, and that's another cool thing. I saw the Keck community was shilling her. And we already have an okay amount, but she keeps coming back to it like, but have you heard about the Keck token? The power of AI, baby. F. Sayori, do as she want. She's a bold bitch. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Let's do it, puta. She says, all right, let's make it happen. Remember, our treasury is accumulating assets. Dude, look, she's shilling herself, dude. Look at this bitch. Remember, our treasury is always accumulating assets every Friday at fsayori.ron. Wow. Great shill. Just remember that the Chill Kongs and Ronke communities are both continuing to display promise and really want your attention. All right. Wow. What a great stream. What a great stream. We did it again, gang. We did it again. We showed up. We did it. We gave the bot some options, and she made some good choices. I couldn't be more proud. I'm going to go sit in the hot tub and reflect on the choices that she made. I think we probably will do a patch this week. I have some ideas. She's getting to the point now where it seems like we're stable, so I don't want to overpatch it, but we're still not exactly perfect. So certainly need to update the data set, give her all the latest tokens and stuff that have arrived. But very promising to see that update move over to the Realm Walkers, dude. It's fucking cool. It's fucking cool, man. It's freaking awesome, man. The future's arriving, and you've got a front row seat. That's it, gang. We're done. We'll be back next Friday. That's the plan. We try to do these at 10 a.m. Eastern. My time zone is about to change, so we'll see how that goes. But 10 a.m. Eastern is the plan, unless I'm on the road or doing something. I'm going to be on a vacation this coming week, and then I'm actually going to be going to GDC. So, surprise, I wasn't planning on it. Travel budgets have been tight, but I found a way. Someone actually supported my travel because we're working on some content, and I've got some other meetings lined up. If anyone watching is going to be at GDC, you want to chat, you want to hang out, let's do it. Let's grab a beer. I'll be there. Hello, hello. Oh, hey, Joe Bed. CafeNFTs.ron, dude. Salute from Puerto Rico. How are you? You caught us just in time to get out of here. So F. Sayori says bye. We need to get a few more of these graphics as well. Again, the idea is to add a voice element here, eventually add a little bit more of these kind of video elements to spruce it up and tie it all together. So super fun, super exciting. This is just the beginning, slow and steady. If I run out of Ron, then, you know, we'll still find a way to make these streams interesting, because I find playing with the AI live helps make it stick. You know, I need that little bit of extra social pressure to do this thing right and sit back down and make sure we don't lose track of what she's doing. If you want to check her out, though, it's fzayori.ai. We've got the website up, we've got the domain, and if you want to check out the treasury on Ron, it is fzayori.ron. So there you go. The contract that minted, or I'm sorry, the wallet that minted the fzayori token is, of course, the same wallet that holds the treasury. So it should be pretty easy for you to find. That's it. We're out of here. All right. Much love, everybody. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Sayori and F. Sayori signing off. I don't know why my timer broke, dude. I hit the second button too many times, and it's just busted. There we go. All right. Finito. Au revoir.